Hey, so we're back at Stoic Talks. We got Tone and Karl from Planet Profit. All right, so here at Stoic Talks, we're talking about the conscious mind and also tying in the spiritual aspect because we know we are more than just physical. We're mind, body, and soul. And we have these two gentlemen here today, and they're going to be showing us, teaching us, sharing with us how to make some money. You feel me? That's why I got this green on. I didn't even realize I had green on today until I was like looking at myself in the bathroom recently.
I thought you planned that.
No, I definitely did not plan that. But then we were like having conversation. He was giving me free game already. Like you're just obviously one of those people walking, talking, full of information.
Yeah.
You're really smart,
Thank
you know? And I know we had a conversation over the phone and you said that you read a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So what are 3 books that you would recommend? I'm pretty sure like there's 2 here on the table.
Yeah, so we got Think and Grow Rich, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, How to Win Friends and Influence People, Rocket Fuel. You got anything that you like?
Of course. I also have Think and Grow Rich, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Conversation with the Devil,
Oh yeah.
I like that.
Another one.
Outwitting the Devil.
right? Outwitting the Devil.
Yeah.
Seven highly influenced, 7 habits of highly successful people.
Yeah. I like that.
They got a lot of like habit books out there. So
Yeah.
if you got a bad habit, they got mad books out there. So I know we just jumped into that, but I just want to let you guys know I've been learning about day trading and I've been learning about options trading, which
Right.
that's the whole technical term here. Like we're learning these terms also. There's a lot
Right.
of terms in this.
Definitely.
What motivated you to get into this?
The pandemic, aka the pandemic.
Facts.
Hey, I got fired from my job. Shout out to Enterprise.
Yeah, shout out to Enterprise.
They fired me during the pandemic with a layoff, and basically I needed to do something. And I went on YouTube. It was kind of like you start your own business, you get into stocks, or you get into real estate. Right? Starting your own business is really tough.
Thank you.
Real estate, you need a lot of
Salute.
money, and then stocks was kind of like, all right, what is this about? Let me learn this shit.
Right.
So my company paid me. So when they laid me off, it's called a severance package. They give you a severance package, basically saying, hey, you're getting fired. Oh,
Let's pay your ass
yeah,
out.
we
What's
can't
up?
fire you technically, so we'll pay you
Pay
to
you?
leave, right? So they paid me 10 grand to leave, and that 10 grand I basically invested into the stock market, and I got in at a great time. I turned 10 bands into 250,000, and then with that being said, we just continued to flip the money.
One more time. How much did you make?
We turned 10 bands into 250.
Oh, how did you do? Oh, like
So
listen.
it was shout out to Enterprise.
Shout out, shout out to you for actually fuck Enterprise.
I'd have not done it. I'd have still been at Enterprise.
No. I'm
know what
gonna
I'm
tell you
saying?
why. No, because think about it. So many people get 10,000 and they blow that shit. I blow 10,000. Like to me, I know what 10,000 feels like. Like there's a lot of you that don't know what it feels like. It goes quick, especially if you out here and you know you live a nice lifestyle and shit like
Yeah,
that,
it goes
including in paying your bills. Including like clearing up your credit, that's 5 right there, easy. For like the average person, I'm talking about that they're more conscious about how their credit is doing.
Right.
They'll take that 10 and they're gonna clear that credit.
Right.
So you could say, yeah, I feel you, Enterprise. Oh, it was so meant to be. You see
I
how
mean,
everything works out?
Yeah. No, it
You
definitely
know,
worked out for
but
me.
it like woke you up in hindsight.
Yeah, I can agree.
And then you, Karl, you guys met. How did you guys meet?
So it's a long story. I had a friend. I was doing crypto.
Yeah.
Oh,
was doing
okay. I had Bronx Crypto here the other day. I don't know
Right. He
if you
just
guys
told me
know
that in the
him.
car. Shout out.
Yeah.
We don't
Shout
know
out to
him.
Bronx
We
Crypto.
don't know him, but
I'm
shout
in
out
their
to him.
Discord.
That's what's up.
I've been learning in their beta program. They're gonna launch some cool stuff.
That's what's up.
Yeah, so I've been learning.
out to
I've been
Bronx
doing.
Crypto.
I made some money the other day, so I
Okay.
can't even. Yeah, yo,
That's fire.
yes.
Shout out.
And you know what? Small wins are big wins.
Yeah.
Okay.
Huge wins.
Yeah.
That's
huge.
how you
They
start.
add up.
Compound.
I made $30.
Let's go.
You feel me? I
30
got the number 3.
It's all about compound interest. That's what it's about.
Compound
interest. If you could take a small amount and continue to double it,
Right.
that's how you become successful.
I love that.
It's all about the doubles.
I love that.
I mean, so this is your mentor.
Yeah.
It's my mentor.
Okay, and then this is your mentee.
Yeah, it's my
I love that. I think
it's my
I have
little brother.
mentors. I have mentors. I've invested in mentors.
That's
And
what's up.
another thing, before we get right into how you guys met,
Yeah.
you know, so they do have these courses that are financial literacy courses. They're for the people, for
the
you,
people, by the people.
for me, for all of us. Yeah,
Everybody.
our brown and black people and everybody. You
Right.
feel me? But it's really important because I was reading today because I'm like, oh, let me read up a little bit financial literacy stuff. You feel me? Because I really do like financial literacy. I was thinking about the first book that I ever purchased for
Right.
myself. I was a teenager. It was Susan.
Hey, that camera on off. That's cool.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, bet.
It was Susan. I don't know her last name. Forgive me, but she's a popping white woman out here.
Susan.
There's a lot
Is
of
it
those.
Susan or Susan? I don't know. I could Google it, but I don't even know.
Don't
My
worry.
phone is over there. But yeah, so her, I was learning about CDs and also 401ks, 401bs,
Fire,
and things
fire.
like that because
Old school shit.
at that time I was 14. You
Old
feel
school
me?
shit.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So it's different.
CDs.
At that time,
Yeah.
that was it. That
was
was a
it,
good
definitely.
move. At those times, before Sandy and all of those things, those were good moves.
Correct.
So, if y'all like wondering what time we in right now with my ass, we're in our 30s, okay? That's where we're at.
Yeah.
So, you feel
Except my
me?
man right here is a youngin' right here.
All right, what we got? 20?
26.
26 is good. Anybody 25 and up, this is for you, baby.
this is-
Stoic Talks.
Hey,
this
this-
is where you at. Cause,
I would say below 26. You should be getting started by like 23.
but that's okay. Perhaps now those kids that are 23 now,
Right.
because I do believe they're like in a whole nother wave.
Yeah, yeah.
They do option trading. Like
Yeah.
that's what they into. They are also the ones that they don't stay at a job
Too long.
too long, and
Right.
especially if you ain't making them feel good.
Yeah.
You feel me?
I agree.
And I'm not mad at them for that. You understand? I feel like now what I know now, right? The conscious mind. My mind is more aware.
The developed mind.
I'm the developed mind, right?
it.
The disciplined mind.
Right.
Double D. No, crazy shit over there. So I don't know what's wrong with all of you, but anyway. So yeah, so what we're saying about the mind and all the double D and all this shit. Basically, where I'm at now, if I was then where they are now,
Yeah.
it would have been. I would have been a multi-millionaire.
Me
Yeah,
too. I agree.
yeah.
If I knew about Amazon in 1997 when it was $1, and then it went all the way to 3,000, $1,000 would have made me about 2 million. So yeah, in 1997 we missed the boat, and then in 2000 we missed the boat, and then in
I don't even know
2003 we
dates
missed
like
the
that,
boat,
but
and then in
I've been-
2008 we missed the boat,
Yeah,
and then in 2010 we missed the
and
boat.
then 2013.
2013 we missed the
It's
boat.
always 2013.
2017 we missed the boat. 2021 they missed the boat.
Not you.
When they gonna catch the boat?
But not you.
Nah, I caught the
You
wave.
caught the
in
wa- yeah, you got on the
2021.
surfboard
But I missed
and shit like
97,
that.
2000,
Yeah.
2008,
Nah,
2013.
but you caught you definitely caught the wave. All right, Karl and you meet.
Yeah, let's go back to that.
Let's go. Like, tell us.
Karl, go ahead.
How did this become?
Tell a story.
This is your partner also.
Yeah, it's my right hand.
All right, there you go.
Appreciate that, brother.
Bless.
there.
That's so beautiful. Let's hit it.
So,
I love that. I love that.
so yes, I was back to crypto. I was doing cryptos and I was doing security. Right, I was a dispatch. Long story short, I had my partner, because usually two people man job.
Yeah.
And he was like, brother, what you doing there? I was like, oh, I'm doing crypto. I was like, you do something? He's like, yeah, I'm doing crypto. And he told me, yo, I know a friend, and this friend just happened to be him. And I was like, yo, what does he do? Does he do stock? Does he do crypto? He's like, he does options. Options? I never heard of that.
Nobody did.
I never heard of it.
But it sounds good to me. I love options.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I'm a Gemini. Give me options. Bad options. I want all the options.
Jazzy, you wouldn't even believe when I was like options, and I searched it up on YouTube the same day because I work overnight, so we're not doing nothing.
Bless you, 26.
it's
He's
slow-
still
it's
getting
slow.
in there at a good time.
It's slow. And long story short, this story wouldn't make sense if I don't add this. That was basically a dream job because I used to work for Chipotle, all these job to job.
Right.
Right.
And the highest I got paid was at least like $12 an hour. This one was paying me 22 an hour.
Let's
To
go.
me, as
That was a dream
24
job.
24, I was like, yo, I'm getting good. This is good. I
Yeah.
could
Right.
be extremely soon. I'm doing my
Right.
thing.
Right. And you had no kids.
No kids, no
single.
nothing, single, everything.
So
I
you
was
getting
setting
you
up
getting a
my
little
found-
bag. You getting a little bag right
Setting
now.
up my foundation of very
And having a good time, I'm sure, at
Right.
the same time.
right. So I was like, yo, I was searching this up. I was like, yo, you make $1,000 in minutes. I was like, I don't believe it.
Yes, you can make $1,000 in minutes.
I didn't know who he
In
was.
seconds.
In seconds, exactly.
I'm learning that.
Right. My coworker.
I'm doing that.
Doing that. I'm doing that and learning. I'm
Let's
still
go.
the learner, though. I'm still the learner. I'm going to get into the doing next time they come out. Y'all going to hear
Nah,
about
that's
it.
a fact. That's a fact.
So one of my coworkers showed me his Instagram. I didn't even know who he was. I messaged him. First thing I do, I think I have the message. I was like, hey brother, what's the first thing I gotta do? If you look at that text, that's what I said.
You answered?
No, he didn't answer. He answered like the next
I don't
day.
really answer my
You
DMs.
don't
I was going to
I'm
say.
sorry.
He didn't
Sorry to everybody. I don't answer you guys' DMs.
Don't worry, you're a busy man. I know where he goes.
Not only that, but
Very
like you
busy.
got to emails. Emails are the thing.
Oh, I don't even check those things. Either.
Okay, you need.
You gotta
You
text
need
me.
to get an assistant.
I do.
Yeah.
You do.
All right, we'll work on that.
So yes, so I messaged him. The next day he messaged me. It just so happened he's coming from the Bronx, from his home upstate.
I was
And
just moving.
it was just such a coincidence. And
I
I was
was
like, yo,
moving.
brother. He
we're
talked to
gonna
me.
get
What's
into.
up?
We're gonna get there.
Right? He was like, yo, brother, what you need? I got you. I was like, yo, I want to learn how to do this. How much? It's like I only got $800. I gave it to him. I was like, yo, I
Yeah, I
have
remember
nothing.
that.
My paycheck.
I think I charged him 1,000. I said, I think I
Yeah,
charged
and I was
1,000.
like, bro, I only got 800.
He's
That's
like,
my
I got
first
800.
paycheck.
I'm like,
My
all
first
right. I'm like,
paycheck.
all
No,
right.
what was 1,000 for?
For like mentorship.
Mentorship. That's how much he does.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you have one-on-one mentorship.
Yeah,
And
we,
by
we
the-
over 1,000 now.
And
Though.
by the way, that is so inexpensive. By the way,
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're gonna like so. Yeah, it's inexpensive. You must invest. I invested $3,000 in a mentor. For me, that's my most investment as of now to date. In one shot, full like no
That's what's up,
no
though.
nothing. No, yeah, now. Don't let me hold you though. I'm a little disappointed in it, but
Yeah.
there are things that I am taking from it. That the intellectual property is what we're also paying for. It's an investment intellectually in the person because they already did the footwork. You feel me? So it makes it.
You paying for advice.
it's a cheat code.
It's not just advice. You're paying for information from books and from like other places in the world.
That's what I'm saying. Like, for what you're going to be paying them for the information that they gathered.
Yeah, but so this is what I want to say. So you got to always invest. So that was a great investment for you.
The best investment I've made in my life.
Oh, man. Say
Right?
it
I'm
again.
gonna get up in there.
Say it
Right
again.
here, can I get some?
Yeah, I
more?
got you.
Best investment I ever made in my life.
For real, I know what.
Right? I would not be here if that didn't happen.
All right, so like, what are we
That right
making
there,
now? What
that-
we getting now?
So,
Just a little, just
Right,
what
hang
you
on.
getting
Wait,
now?
let me
No.
get to the point where.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Next day, I don't even know him. I don't even know his last name. I don't even know his real name.
Pull up.
Tone dollars, nah, that's
I,
nice
I cashed up him the money. I was like, yo, brother, check if you got the money. I sent you the dollar first. If you got the dollar, I'm gonna send you the rest.
Yeah. Send me
Right
$1. That's $7.99.
Right there, I sent him everything.
Yeah.
Literally,
I know what
I
that's
remember
like.
yesterday. It was hot. I was at the train.
You were thinking about it a little bit.
The what? The money? I was thinking about how much money I could make.
Very good.
I wasn't thinking
good.
about the investment.
So I don't want to call it optimistic, but you were positive about it.
All right, put it like this. Fast forward, he quit his job like 2 days
No,
later.
that's my judge said.
Oh
So
shit!
He
That's
went all in on
this
me.
is so crazy.
He's like, yo, I quit my job.
this is so crazy. First
tell
time
him.
I did a session with him, right? We did a session. I was like, oh my god, that's really possible. We traded in the library. He was showing me how much they were making. Yo, the next day I went to my job. I was like, yo, I gotta go to the bathroom. I never came out. I made my first $132. I was like, yo, I gotta put
He
in
was
my 2
so-
weeks notice. And I was out.
He was so.
And you fully invested in yourself after
Fully
that.
invested about
in
everything.
learning
Yeah.
and taking in all the investment that you put the 800 and
Yes,
now it's
yes,
multiplied.
yes.
So what is we looking at here? Like what is we so like okay, you left the job there. So like now you're able to pay all your bills.
Yeah.
You live on your own. You support your family. Tell me this story.
Right.
I don't know.
So it's not like a flex thing. I'm 26. I should be where I want to be further. But however, I am in a privilege to pay my mom's bills, her property tax, her everything. I paid.
Amen.
Oh, it was her
That's
birthday, and I
good.
literally paid for her car, her new car, and I never really shout out. I never
Love
even told you that,
I
brother.
always say that.
But that was my goal.
Yeah, I know I got a son.
And I was like, yo,
I remember.
I paid everything that I made, and she was very happy. She was like, where'd you get this? I'm like, it doesn't even matter.
Right.
And the next day, I just come.
But she knew it was legal though.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
knew it was.
Cause you home
was-
obviously looking at your screen. How many screens do you have in the crib?
I have about 2 screens.
Okay,
I have my laptop.
you?
I have my iPad.
You look like
one.
you only got one. Yeah, I like that. You
don't-
know, you don't
It's
do
simple.
I'm mad
Yeah,
simple.
just it's not that.
If he was like 10 screens, I don't
It's
need
not
that.
even necessary. Can you read those wicks though? Can
That's
you
what it
read
is.
that? Can you? You
got
know
one.
what the volumes looking like? You feel me?
Gotta take the master
I
class.
love it. I love it. I love it. I see
Gotta
it.
take the master class. That's
Yeah.
what that is. That's the cheat code right there. So after I made my first $132, they never see my face in my job ever again. I was there for less than a month. My dream job, getting paid $22 an hour, overtime every day. I said, nah, that's not worth it.
No.
If I knew I could make $1, my mindset is if I know I can make $1, I can print $1 million more.
That's a
It's
fact.
Bless.
always like that.
And look right here. I want you to just look. Yo, let these people know. Yo, any people could do this. But you do have to be disciplined and dedicated.
In
I
anything.
know.
And
In
committed.
anything,
And
though, right?
anything. If you want to be a basketball player, right? Like if you think that Kobe and LeBron became Kobe and LeBron by laying
Definitely.
down, then and they weren't disciplined or dedicated to their craft, then they would not be those people. So anything that you want to do in life, if you want to be the best at anything, Mike Tyson, same thing, right? Anything you want to be successful at, you have to be dedicated and committed.
And let's back up, yo. You were also sleeping on an air mattress for about 4 years. You told me also everybody got to talk
With
to
my
dad.
daughter, yeah.
With his daughter, so he's a dad.
Uh-huh.
He has a family, and then so you got let go by Enterprise.
Yeah.
And then you're like, holy, I gotta like.
Yeah. So
No, then you got the money, then you invested, and then you started this course. When you started the course now, because now you're becoming this entrepreneur, you're like reaching out to hundreds of people. I know some people that they've taken your courses. I don't know how good they're doing, but they're doing good because they're still there.
right.
And you also do daily check-ins, affirmations.
We
So
do
there's
all
like
that shit,
so
yeah.
much. There's so many other things that come into it, which
Right.
I love and like, because I like affirmations. So give me give me an affirmation, and give me an affirmation.
That we do.
Yeah, that you say that
did
you
we
would
say?
tell people.
Well, we always say take profits when profits are on the table.
Right, money comes easily and effortlessly.
Yeah, that's what we say.
All right, money is attractive. So
We got a
money
ton of them,
magnet.
but with Jonah, which is one of our
Shout out to Jonah.
yeah, one of my mentors for Planet Profits. He leads the affirmations. He's a beast.
So also these check-ins, do you guys also give people plays, or you guys?
Yeah, of course.
That's our job.
Our job is to wake up every single morning and tell you what to do so that you can make money. That's literally what we do. That's why people pay.
So people don't even gotta know.
You don't even gotta know what's going on. You literally
If they don't want to know.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
So we offer that service
We
too.
offer that too.
I like that.
But let's
I like
say-
that service.
Let's say my man Wolf don't got time for that. He like, yo, I really don't got time to learn, right? Because we got people that don't got time to learn, right? They're like, yo, I'm on a move
What?
all day. So Wolf is like, yo, bro, at what times are you dropping the plays? Well, the market opens at 9:30. So we're like, yo, Wolf, here's the Zoom link. Jump on at 9:30. Our job is to find a play for Wolf at 9:30 to get him paid out so he could get off the Zoom and go back to work.
That's it.
Right? And that's kind of what we do, right?
That's dope, because other people want you to sit there and I know what I'm saying right now. But other people want you to sit there and like they're talking about it,
Yeah.
but they're not breaking down. They're not breaking down the NASDAQ. They're not breaking down the Greeks. They're not breaking down, these things that you need to
we
know.
break all that stuff down in our classes, not
In
in our
the classes,
Discord.
I know, but you're offering another service
Yeah.
to people that don't want to really necessarily know
So,
too much.
like,
They're investing in you
they-
dropping what they need.
That's it.
So that's basically it. This is what I learned, right?
Yo,
So
y'all motherfuckers better invest, yo. They're
have to.
making it easy. Like
it's simple. But the thing about it
I
is,
still want to learn because I always feel like that's just me. Oh, darn. That's just me.
Mm-hmm.
But other people don't got the time. You're right.
so the thing is, like I explained earlier, is,
So you guys are private investors?
yeah, but not private.
Well, not private, but people can
What do you mean by private?
buy a service from you guys.
to invest their money? Nah, we can't do that.
No,
Okay. Oh, right. We can't.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I can't
That's
do that.
against-
Right.
that's against the law.
We
Yeah.
don't do that.
We
Okay.
don't do that.
There's rules. All right. So that's one of the rules.
Yeah.
Okay. But people can sit in and they can learn.
And they can learn from it.
Absolutely.
Technically, as long as we tell the public that it's not financial advice,
Okay. Which is not.
and we're not a fiduciary, meaning that we're not authorized to give you this play. Like if you run the plays because I'm running it and you want to run it with me, then that's legal. But if I say, hey, listen, I'm going to invest your money.
Oh, right.
I
You're not
can't
doing that for
no,
them, no.
That's what.
You guys have to do that for
Yeah,
them.
yeah. That's why hedge funds and
They're sharing the knowledge of what's going
Correct.
on in the day.
it's basically like I said, it's entertainment, right? That's basically what it is. It's for entertainment purposes.
Yes, for sure. Entertain your mind, because a lot of y'all need that. Okay. So yes, Karl, tell me some more about investing. What is it that you love the most about it?
The little wins. I love the little wins.
The compounding.
The compounding. And at first it was so difficult for me to accept that because I always want things microwave. I always want things quick, right? I literally came from the Philippines. I had nothing. Dirt poor, literally. So when you have certain money and you make a certain money, it's like, wow, I need more. And
Yeah, because they almost be like Capricorns. Filipinos are into getting their money.
Right.
Yo. They're gonna get it. Most of them are nurses. They're very hospitable people. They do work hard. I've worked with many Filipinos and they all look good. I don't know. Something in the water. What do you guys
Yeah,
drink?
yeah.
Mango juice and shit?
mango juice, I think so. I think it's
I think it's the
Coconut
mango
water.
because I know.
Coconut water.
Yeah, coconut
Nobody eats
water. We
mangoes
love
to me.
that. That's listen.
Filipino at heart. He loves mangoes. But
So yeah, so you would say from nothing.
from nothing, literally nothing, right? So when you make that certain type of money and the knowledge has been opened up to you, a door has been opened up, and you be like, wow, you start exploring the place, and it's like, yo, I gotta get better at this. And luckily, having a mentor is a cheat code, right? We're so
The
afraid.
biggest cheat code. Yo, invest in people that are doing what you're aspiring to do, what you're thinking of doing.
You have to invest. It's a must. It's part of the ingredients.
Right.
There's more than one way to get. It's like, what is the secret to get successful?
I think that's the secret
Right.
sauce is having a mentor.
all my life since I was in my teen, like how do I get to this far? How do I get this far? What is that one secret? There is no one secret. There's more than one ingredient to bake a cake, right? You need salt, you need the baking soda, you need the sugar, you need all that. You don't just put sugar and you make a cake.
Right.
Right? There's so much more ingredients, and one of the ingredients starts with you having a mentor. The individual that basically already took the road that you're trying to go to, and it's like, yo, I'm gonna tell you where to go so you don't trip, you don't hurt yourself, you don't go to these places so you fall and trip. I'm gonna show you where it is.
Right.
Right?
Now, plot twist.
Experience is everything.
Experience is everything. And again, discipline. And what's the other D?
Development.
And development. So, but plot twist on all of that. What happens when you surpass being mentored? When you have to fly? So many people also keep investing in other people that they're not confident enough. Because people don't want to leave the nest.
It's true.
Let me know.
So the individual that do not want to invest comes from a very long generation of family, right? We are born with only two type of fears: the fear of loud noises and the fear of falling. You come into work, you ever been fall asleep and you do the jump? Regardless of how old you are, your age, you still get afraid of loud noises. So everything that you have learned, or the fear, to this point you can unlearn. If you learn them, you can unlearn them.
Right.
I always say unlearn and relearn. You
Right.
know what I mean? We're doing a lot of unlearning and relearning. We're even implementing things we never even thought about.
Right.
But it was meant for us to, come into connection, vibration, frequency with. Do you guys also have like a ritual that you do before you start your mentoring? What time do you guys start these discords and stuff?
9 a.m.
9 a.m. is
Yeah.
good.
So normally at 9 a.m. we'll watch a video, normally a motivational video. It could be like from E.T. Thomas or Tony Robbins, somebody that's just super huge in life. And then after that, we'll jump into affirmations. And then right after affirmations, we'll get into a prayer. And then after the prayer, we'll go ahead and open up the platforms of like Robinhood.
And the prayer is non-denominational
Weibo.
type of vibes. We're just like, I'm asking because I'm spiritual.
Yeah, very, very
but-
spiritual. Yeah, yeah.
so-
So it'll always be like, it's not directed to like God. It's not directed to like.
It's just to our higher
Allah.
self.
It's
Right,
just
that's
like-
it.
Yeah, yeah. It's just
Putting
a-
good vibrations out
Yeah.
for ourselves. Something that
Exactly.
I
And-
believe that's what we should be doing.
Right.
Exactly.
All right. So we manifest everything, right? So everything that we have right now is kind of like it was manifested. It was something that we spoke about, right? We don't just have goals, because goals are literally nothing, right? Without discipline and action, you can have a ton of goals on the board and not do anything with them. You have to have discipline. You have to have action, right? And then once you put those things together, everything follows. You know what I mean? And that's just kind of like the notion that I am right now. I'm just in a space in my life where I want to continue to be a mentor and then continue to be great. So it's not just options that I focus on. I focus on helping people how to build a business.
Right.
I focus on showing people how to run plays. You know what I mean? Like I help, today I helped you run a play, right? I told you how to run a play.
And we're gonna have to go back because the girl be a little slow.
And it's
with it.
things like that. Like that's
I
more.
just gotta say, like,
that's
when
more
you're
my
taking in
passion.
so much information, it's so good. It's kind of like this side of your brain is like, oh my God, that is genius.
Yeah,
Never
yeah.
thought
But
about
it's
that.
overpowering. Like, okay, let me hear what the hell he's saying, though. It's like.
Nah,
feel
because you
me?
start thinking about what you could be doing.
Hello.
You're like, when I
Alright,
tell you to
fine.
play, you like, oh shit, I could just be doing X, Y, Z. And that's my passion.
And still, you got to implement this. So then this is the other part. I'm a hands-on learner. I know a lot of people are. And so, yeah, my thing is I got to do it.
Same with me.
I got to do it to learn it.
Yeah.
You're a,
So,
you're a kinesthetic learner.
damn, yeah, that's what I
You
am.
learn by doing.
And I have kinship.
I can't learn like that. I can't.
You read and you good.
Most people learn by failing, and I can't do that. I suck at failing.
Really?
Like I'm a horrible. Like I'm a.
I never do that.
Failing,
Bro,
really
I can't
failing,
fail.
though?
I never
like,
do that.
Like I'm so
Oh,
like.
you're just, you're.
I'm
What's the
egotistic.
word?
That is like.
I want to hear this.
Like if me and you would, like I won't go to sleep.
Really?
Oh, you'll be mad.
I won't even be mad. I'll be trying to perfect that shit.
I
that
like
when I wake
that.
up tomorrow,
I
when you
want
wake up
some of that.
tomorrow, I gotta show
what do you
him-
drink?
What?
What kind of water do you drink?
That's just how I
It's
am.
water.
I'm literally obsessed with
This
like.
shit is not the.
I'm obsessed with being. that's how I am. I'm super obsessed with being better than somebody else.
Oh my God, that's so cool. All right, and you, Carl, what are you super obsessed with? Like, you're okay with failing? I'm okay with like.
I gotta
hate
fail.
failing. That shit
Yeah,
kills
I
me.
feel. I
gotta
don't know
fail.
if it's failing. Like, it's just like a little hit.
Nah, they say
You know
L
what
is
I'm
a
saying?
lesson. They always say that.
I have to. Fail first.
I just can't.
I hate losing, but I gotta fail first.
Yeah, like
I
I'm
gotta
just like,
I gotta fail forward.
But I feel you for those that can't.
I get irritated.
Get your Kobe on, motherfuckers.
But
I hear
sometimes
you.
we confuse it that we think failing is a setback, but you actually have to fail forward.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I failed to learn
Facts.
that. and then
Facts.
you correct your mistake, and then you move to the next level.
Most people fail and quit though.
That's it.
That's why he's saying fail forward. Because when you think that you can't do something, you give up.
I don't quit. I'm not a quitter.
That's where I am.
That should never
You
be
quit?
anywhere.
No, I'm saying that that's where I am. Like
I don't quit. Like
I don't give up.
I do not. I am living in a time in my life that I would tell you like this, yo. God bless me, like for real. Like thank you, the angels, the
That's what
ancestors,
it's about.
everyone, the people that do love and support me.
That's what it's
You
about.
feel me? You guys that are watching, that hit the like, that subscribe. You already
Fire.
know. Do that right now too. So
Like and
I am
subscribe.
thankful. Like and subscribe. You know, you guys gotta follow their pages. I'll be putting everything down below. You gotta invest.
Right.
But the point in all of what I'm saying is, I just never give up on myself.
You shouldn't.
Ever. Like, I don't. Somebody told me the other day, yo, bitch, I think you fucking beat fear in its ass. Because in that moment, you know, you're thinking about bills. You're thinking about, you got a kid. You're thinking about all these things. Like, I'm a full creative entrepreneur. I'm fully self-employed. So, for me, there is no other.
Nah.
It's only up. You feel me? It's
gonna
only,
work.
like
It has to
learning,
work or it
learning,
has to work.
learning.
That's our word
It
right now.
has to work. It is.
It has to work or it has to work.
That's exactly what I do say. though.
Okay, we got you. We got you.
Yeah,
Hey, we on the same frequency.
Yeah, man.
I like that.
It
We're
has
same
to work.
frequency.
Yeah,
You feel me?
it is,
No.
it is. I shake.
Yeah, there's no other option.
Nah, there isn't. Like there isn't, and there's never been another option for me. Like so, these are for the people that y'all don't got no other options. These are for the people that they're like at nighttime they're praying. But not just praying, be like, you waiting for this answer to come from above. Nah, praying like, when you wake up in the morning, you're gonna motherfucking look at a YouTube video.
you
You
gotta
feel
do
me?
something, yeah.
You're gonna somehow, some way, you're gonna bump into a page like one of ours. And that's gonna tell you it's go time. Like
Go
right now,
time.
it's go time for everyone. And yo, yes, shit looks shaky. Cause
What does?
option and trading, shit is looking shaky in the stock market.
thought
And
The
like,
market is the market is
that-
the
horrible.
market is, but for me, it's always about the mind. Like you said, there's no other. It's always not going up. It's going down. You better put some puts. You better put some. You feel me? Like
Facts.
so.
I mean, so just to discuss that, like right now we're in a recession. Everything is inflation is super high. A lot of us are super broke,
yeah,
right? Just to call a spade a
I'm
spade.
rich all the time.
All the time. Just to call a spade. a
Y'all better
spade.
be rich too. Rich and all of that.
A lot of us don't have the monetary means to have fun, right? Like you,
Now is not the time to have fun.
but I'm saying like
like I know what you
2-3
mean.
years ago, you can have money to do shit that you wanted to do.
Right. Now you
and
literally gonna
now
get
you like
some,
you going against every dollar because
some good bread and good water
right.
and peanut
It's
butter,
tough right now.
organic and shit. Or cashew, got a whatever. Anyway, yeah.
Right,
Now
so
you're right. You can't do a lot.
It's super tough right now.
Right? Those are the memes you see and shit. They show you the what? The bill from the supermarket and shit like that. Like what you bought for. Like this is what you got.
Yeah, you got
$500.
But to call a spade, you can't work yourself into a rich environment. There's not enough hours in a day for you to get paid and become rich.
So then-
it just doesn't happen.
And I'm glad-
even at $22 an hour.
True.
Even at $30 an hour, even
does-
at $34
it's impossible.
an hour.
You can't
With
work
the
your way to wealth.
401, if you cash out, they still tax that shit triple,
Exactly.
not double, triple, and they still get you when tax season comes. Talking about, oh, you forgot. Mind you, you thought you paid up front. That's my story, not y'all's story, but it's people's story out here when they
You
they
can't-
cash out and shit like that.
It's true. You
You
get
know, so
penalties.
everybody, people are depending on their 401s. People are depending even on their pension.
That's dead.
This shit is so over.
All that shit is dead. So that's the thing. There's not enough time for you to get paid and literally get rich. So you have to invest your money. You have to put your money to work for you. And that's the thing about money. Like I told you in the beginning, it's a doubles game, right? So you have to put your money to work for you. Most people just know how to go to work, right? They get money and they go and buy shit like Gucci belts and they go and buy fucking Louis Vuitton and they buy all these things. And the problem with buying things is when you go to resell them, you get less
They lose
than
its
what,
value.
and that's what an investment is, right? An investment is not just stocks, right? It's not just buying. An investment is, yo, I'm gonna go and buy this, but it's gonna go up in value so that when I resell it, right, I get more money back, right? I'll give you a quick example. So long time ago, I used to do this whole scamming thing. I was a scammer, blah, blah, blah.
Love it.
That was my past,
Respect the
whatever,
scammers,
whatever.
yo. Shout out to
right?
the scammers out there that no
So-
longer scammers. They're legit and all of that.
I went and I bought a
Really?
Cuban chain, right? I bought a Cuban, right? Like every other scammer with the bracelet, all that shit.
I love Cuban chains. What
I
you
didn't
mean,
bust it
though?
down, right?
Oh.
I didn't bust it down.
What does that
Everybody,
mean? Hold
so
on.
bust it down, just like putting a whole bunch of diamonds on it.
Oh, he didn't
Right.
bust it down.
I didn't bust it
Got
down.
you. If y'all didn't know, y'all know now.
So
Sorry, everybody.
now
knows.
I don't wear
down.
I don't wear
Bust
any
it down.
any
Could be many
Cubans.
things. Go ahead.
Yeah, that not that kind of.
No,
bust it
not
down.
those things. But
Bust it down like
the kids say it's busting. Like that's
diamonds,
another
yeah,
thing. But yeah, the diamonds.
put the diamonds, all that shit, whatever. I didn't do that. I go to resell it, so I don't wear this shit anymore. So I'm like, yo, this shit is sitting on my, like I could really use another 10 grand, right? Like, boom, I go in there and I think I spent like what, $7 grand? I spent $7 grand on a Cuban. They offered
But gold,
me 11.
gold. I mean, it's
Right.
not what it is. Like gold ain't.
Right, gold is going up because
But
the market's
gold is
going down, right? So
exactly.
it's the opposite of what the dollar does, right?
Right.
Um,
But at that time,
what?
when
the
you were
Cuban?
like, yeah, when you had the Cuban and all
Oh
that.
no, I
you
was
were
trying to
scamming
impress.
this?
This when I was first meeting Jatna, and I was super trying to impress her. So I was like, I'm buying this.
All right, who is
all
this,
that.
Jenna?
That was my girl.
Okay.
Well, that is my girl.
Shout out to Jenna Boo. He was trying to impress you
So-
that hard, and it wasn't even bust out. You feel me? Bitches be tripping. She was. It's a solid gold chain. You ain't gonna look at him like, "What's up?"
Right?
Right?
I was
bust
like, I
out.
didn't even get the
I
bust
like
down.
it like that, like just like that. Why you need so much shit? You feel me? But
So I
go
didn't
ahead,
get the buzz
Jenna.
down. And then I go like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. I was like, fuck it, let me check how much I could get for it. The shit went from 7,000 to 11,000. That's what I call an investment. You understand?
Increasing value.
And I didn't even take, because the guy was telling me, he was giving me game. He's a jeweler and all that. He's giving me game. He's like, yo, right now,
So he wasn't just selling.
nah, he
it.
wasn't. He didn't even want it. He's like, yo, bro, I'm gonna be real with you. Like, if you hold this for about 2, 3, 4 more years, you could get 15,000.
Wow.
So I was like, damn, I already held it for like 3, 4 years.
Bet.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So I hold it. What the shit sitting in my closet. I hold it for another 3, 4 more years. I get 15. I spent 7. That's almost 100% my initial investment.
Investments.
You get what I'm saying?
Of course.
And that's when I say you do shit like that. That's how you elevate your
This
money.
is
That's
why
a doubles
he's a
game.
mentor,
You know what I'm
people.
saying? That's a doubles game. I took 7 and I made 15.
What year was
I
that? Do you
doubled.
remember?
When I bought it?
Yeah, when-
2017.
Oh, okay. So this is like in these weeks.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I said.
How many carats was it?
I
Does it
don't,
matter?
I don't even know.
Okay, okay.
I swear I'm not good with shit like that.
Now it has
I
to
ju-
be
I just-
14, right? Or
No,
like eight.
yeah, 14 karat gold. But you talking about like the ounces and shit, right?
The grams and
Either-
stuff.
The
Either-
grams.
either way.
Yeah, I don't know about that shit.
okay, okay.
My man asks me that all the time because little Alex is trying to buy it off me, and I'm like, I only go to the jeweler.
Yeah.
I bought this shit because I had the bread, and I go to sell it because I need the bread, right? But 11,000, I ain't need 11,000 at that time, so I was like, all right, I'm gonna just hold on to this shit for a couple more years
not?
and shit. Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, those are like real estate property type of vibes
Exactly.
too. Like, do you guys do real estate too?
So we don't do well.
Not
He
yet.
does.
Technically, I don't do real estate.
But you
I
own a
kind of
piece-
own property,
you own
so
property?
it's technically like I do, but I don't know shit about real estate.
As of now, why don't you know shit about real estate? Like, I
'Cause
would
it's
think that's
just-
so easy for you.
I
also.
used to, so damn, real quick. I was doing like I was a real estate agent.
You see, we can't know every
real estate
motherfucking
agent?
thing,
Yeah, I was a
y'all.
real estate
We
agent.
cannot know
All the
everything. Go
Yeah.
ahead. Well,
I was a real
give us
estate
the
agent.
hustle.
Hell
I know.
yeah.
I didn't know that.
Give us the hustle.
You know that?
I didn't know you
Nah,
were a
well,
estate agent.
shout out to LG Fairmont. That's where I used to work at. I used to
LG
work at
Fairmont,
LG
okay.
Fairmont. Hell
Who's
yeah.
that? What do they do?
They real
real
realtor
Oh,
company.
really?
Yeah.
Shout out to y'all, yo.
Yeah, they gave me my first gig, man, and I was fucking renting apartments. I was doing all the white people downtown. It was lit. I'm not gonna lie. LG Fairmont, they put me on my first boat. These real estate get bread. I'm gonna be real estate agents get bread.
They get bread.
They get
People
bread.
need to live in
They
places.
get bread. They
rent
yo,
studios.
bro. They sent me on boats and all that shit. I never, bro, from the projects.
That's dope.
Never been
All
on no
right.
boat party. I'm
I
being
love
honest.
this.
Expanded your mindset on what's
Bro,
possible.
Right.
I was seeing
How old were you there?
That's a great question.
What?
when I was 27. I just had my.
How old are
daughter.
you now?
32.
32. We said 26. All right.
Yeah. Shit changed my life.
All right. So what year was that?
That's 2017.
Okay, and then in 2021 is when you took off.
2021 took off. God bless.
God bless. Amen. I say
God
for
bless.
sure.
Took off.
That COVID.
And I was dead broke as a real. Yo, bro, I'm gonna be real. Damn, I don't like putting my business out there.
I hear you, but you feel comfortable, so
I'm-
let the
yeah, I'm
people
chilling,
know.
I'm
Tell
chilling.
us the real shit.
Yo, I had a $30,000 lawsuit, right? Cops locked me up for no reason. I was chilling in front of my building. They locked me up. They beat me up.
He don't. It was no reason.
No reason. I ain't do nothing. swear
I
to God.
believe you.
So anyway, I get locked up. They try to make me cop out to this plea of like selling marijuana. I didn't cop out.
I don't-
I end up getting a lawyer. The lawyer helped me sue, because all that shit was fake. I ended up making 30,000. It was me and my little
Oh, now
cousin.
you was meant to just make money. Like, you hear this?
hard.
He was like, this is, we
Got the
got
money
your
energy.
natal
Yeah,
chart.
yeah.
You ever looked at your natal chart?
Nah.
Yo, his
But I went
natal
to go.
chart probably got like,
I
what
went to
is
go
that?
read my
Money,
palms, and
money
they told me
everywhere.
I'm gonna be rich.
Bless. Oh,
lady
I
told-
saw that. You told me that.
I
You
went
told me
to
that.
I went to one in Las Vegas and I went to one in the Bronx, and they both told me the same shit.
No, God bless.
It's
Just
like, you
ring
gonna
that
be
bell. We all rich here.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Wealthy,
But
healthy.
let me go back to the story. So I get this lawsuit for 30,000. I was working at this little when I had graduated college. I had like a human services job. That's basically like the little foster child shit.
Yeah.
They don't pay you no money, just be honest. So I'm making like 30
Well, you
grand
said a
there,
lot of
right?
the sickos. I'm not saying that. Like, to all yeah, some have good hearts.
They
I'm
just
sure.
that shit don't make no bread. I was making 30 grand a year there. The lawyer said, "Yo, you're gonna get 30,000." So I said, if I'm making 30,000 here, I ain't gotta work for a year. I can really figure it out because I'm gonna get the same exact bread I would get for a year. So I said, I'm gonna take 30 racks and I'm gonna figure it out. Long story short, I was watching there was this show on
Nah, you were meant to.
there was this show on like real estate. I forgot what it was called, but it was like
Oh.
$1 million real estate.
Yeah,
I
I
forgot
love
what it's
that
called.
show.
You know
Yeah,
what I'm talking about, right?
yeah. It's on Bravo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was watching this show.
Bravo.
I was inspired by these dudes.
Right.
I'm like, oh, these niggas is rich. I'm like, oh, I'm getting real estate. I said, I know what I'm gonna do. I went the next day. I went to Barnes & Noble. I bought the real estate book. I signed up for a course, and I'm doing real estate. I said, fuck, I'm doing real estate. I took my class
That's what I
in
love.
a month. I passed the test. I get the job before I get
He's
my
a Gemini.
license.
I just remembered that.
Yes,
We're
sir.
good at everything.
Shout out
we wanna
Geminis.
do.
Shout-
Shout out to us.
Yeah. So I get the job before I get a license. So I can't sell shit until I get the license. So I'm just being a fucking a sponge at this time. I'm going with Wolf. I'm going with Karl. I'm going with you. And I'm just like figuring out what these niggas do. I'm like, I'm just gonna go to your day to day.
Right.
Bro, I just come out the gate. As soon as I get the license, I'm just renting out apartments. And
Get it.
I rent an apartment for $12,000. And the $12,000 in Soho, doorman, all that. This lady, she was from Los Angeles. She had her own business, whatever. Her daughter was like a ballet. She had to the daughter had to be right next to the, whatever, bro. 12 racks,
Got
bro.
the space.
So I'm like, you could really make a lot of money doing this shit. So I just kept doing it. Then I ended up getting my baby mother pregnant, and then that was taking up too much
Is this
time.
Jenna?
No, that's not.
Okay.
So-
we just gotta make sure who's who, people.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
sorry.
So-
Shout out to baby mom.
When that happens, I fall back from the real estate. And I'm like, because that was taking up all my time, I had to go be a dad.
Right.
So now I go
All
back.
right, responsibility and accountability. That's what we like to
Facts.
see. Shout out to all the men.
And mind you, no one got this story. This is no one knows this
So
stuff.
I don't even know
This is one of one information right now. No one got this. So
Of
whoever's
course,
watching
this
this,
is not- it's
this is
not
really
natural.
finding out what my life is like, right?
wild.
So
That's me.
I quit that real estate shit because it was taking up too much time. Even though it was making more money, it was just more time consuming, if that makes sense. You have to be all in, right? Like I told you, if you want to be Kobe Bryant, you got to be all in. You cannot be Kobe Bryant and not be all in, right? So when I'm doing something, I got to be Kobe Bryant, right? I got to be all in. So I had to dead that. When I dead that, I'll go back to scamming. Scamming at the time was slow. Money wasn't coming in. I'll never forget this. My mom was asking me like, yo, you gotta go in Indeed. Like she was on my back. Like, yo, you gotta go in Indeed right now. You gotta look for a job. She on my shoulder too when I'm looking for the job. So I'm on the shit. That's when I found the
That's what
enterprise
we
shit.
do.
She on my back, right? So I ended up finding the enterprise shit. So I never forget this. Word to my daughter. She calls me and she's like, yo, did you get that enterprise call yet? And I was lying. I'm like, yeah, they gonna call me next week, ma. And she like, all right, bet. She's keeping tabs on me. Why the fuck Enterprise called me 2 days after that?
Wow.
So you manifested this.
Pretty much.
Do you believe you're a master manifester?
I think, yeah, I'm gonna be real. I could tell you another story.
Yeah.
I got one more
Tell us
story
another
that I can tell you how I can manifest anything. And this is 100%. Like I keep it 100 with you guys. So anyway, I get the job at Enterprise, whatever. Then I start working at Enterprise. That's 2017. I'm gonna tell you this one last story. That's going to tell you how I end up getting some extra bread too. So long story short, I used to rap, right? And in this rap stuff, we used to do everything, right? Like, so I was rapping and all that good stuff. And I had a show. At Sue's Rendezvous. That was like a little strip club, right?
Yeah.
In Mount
shout out to
Vernon.
Sue.
Yeah, shout out to Shoes. They shut down though.
Yeah, I mean,
But,
the ones that know, they know.
Right.
Now y'all know.
So I ain't really want to go to the show because I had to work the next morning. I had to work extra early. So I was like, damn, I'm gonna dub them. right? So I call the promoter, and I'm like, yo, listen, I can't make it to
Were you
that.
getting paid for this?
Nah.
Okay, cool.
So I call the promoter, and I'm like, yo, bro, I can't make it. I got into a car accident.
Oh, we're so dramatic. Why do we do that?
Why did I do that? Why the next morning I got
You
into
got in a car accident. Why
very
you
next
do
morning, the
I
very
don't
next
say
morning,
shit like that.
I woke
I've
up.
learned not to say shit.
I
like
woke
that.
up. I jumped in a taxi, and a truck hit me from the back.
Ooh, shit.
The very next morning that I told him, like, yo, I got into a car accident, whatever, but I knew that I had to wake up for work. I ended up not going to work. Anyway.
When that happened, did that make you more aware of your words?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I started to realize that what I say matters,
Yeah.
and what I say can make me anything that I want. So then that's when I started like, oh, fuck it, I got magic. I need money.
Yeah.
I need, like, I just started like,
Right.
I want a house.
Yes.
I want all this
Yes.
shit.
Started coming true.
And then everything
Yes.
started coming true. Boom, boom, boom. Everything just started.
And like
hitting me.
in like the weirdest of ways, like like, you know how people usually plan out how things are gonna go. For me, in manifesting and really surrendering, it does not happen how you plan it. It happens how the universe.
Yo,
plans
I'm
it
gonna
for
be
you.
completely honest. What I've learned, honestly, from my experience, is you dictate your life. Like, your God.
That part, yes. That part,
Good.
I agree. But it's still gonna happen. However, it's gonna play out. Like, in order for it to happen, the force of the universe, God, the angels, the ancestors, is gonna be okay. It's gonna happen. You'll keep safe. You will be the person because action is a part of manifesting. It ain't just bringing it in, saying it, and all of this. You have to have the action behind the word. You have to be impeccable.
But like I
with the word.
said, that's
Shout out for agreements.
that's up to a certain extent. Cause like I said I got into an accident. I didn't put in no action to get into I was going to work.
Yeah, but the power of your work. You were going to work in a car.
Yeah.
was in
The
cab.
universe doesn't know if you're playing or not.
But that's what I'm saying. So I didn't really put into no action that.
But you weren't aware. I'm talking about people that are aware of manifestation. At that time, you ain't know.
No, I
At
didn't.
that time, listen,
That's a good point.
it all happened for you to be here to have the whole conversation. But I understand what you were saying.
Yeah.
You do have a point in that also.
So shit like that, bro, is real.
But people like you, now we know that the power, like,
Power of the tongue. That's what they call it. Power of the tongue.
power of the
life and
tongue.
death.
Yeah.
And that's my mom always said that, like, when people do Lent and things like that, my
Yeah.
mom goes, it's not about like just giving up things. It's about your tongue and
Yeah.
what you're saying, what comes out your mouth. Because so many people pass judgment on other people.
Of course.
Another thing I learned a few years ago now, because it was a few years ago, when you pass judgment, you're really lowering your vibration. And what you're really putting out there, you know, that you don't like about someone else, there's some truth within yourself that you don't like about yourself that you see in that person. So you could do all the meditations, you could read all the books, but once you really and you're a conscious individual, and you really, and everybody got a fault. You feel me? We're all in this human experience, learning how to be aware of ourselves.
I'm gonna run game on you real quick. I'm gonna show you something real quick on what I learned.
I'm like, what you taking?
I'm
Pull out your wallet. Pull out your wallet. What you taking out? A knife? No.
I don't want to do that. On
He was
camera.
fixing his jeans.
Oh.
I did it on camera.
He was fixing his
It's gonna
jeans.
it's gonna look like I'm boasting.
Y'all saw though. He's like, I'm gonna put you on the game. Y'all saw that though.
I'm not.
I'm gonna put you on the
I'm
game.
not boasting, guys. But I do really want to put you on the game, right? So
I deserve it.
I didn't want to lose track of it, right? So this podcast is spiritual financial literacy, right?
Yeah, that's where we're going with it. Yeah.
That's kind of where the
My flow is like I thought about that before, like you and I, because I haven't recorded in a minute, and you haven't seen me. I've been like
I'm gonna show you something.
life. I've been lifing with life.
I'm gonna show you something.
To-
I'm gonna show you something. So right now, right, you know people that work, right?
Work like at a real
Got
place.
9-to-5s,
Yes.
right?
Like for other people in the corporations.
So this is what I learned through one of my mentors, right? Those people don't know that they operate for the devil,
100%.
right? They don't know that. So the devil has 3 laws, right? The devil works through wages, slavery, and death. When you work for wages, and you don't know that it's a form of slavery because you're somewhere you don't want to be, working for a income or
an entity.
You're working for a wage that you don't agree, but you have to do it. So it's technically slavery.
And you also sign contracts.
That's it.
Right.
You're signing away a
So-
lot of things. This is like straw man stuff.
right? And then when it comes to
Yeah, I don't know, Google.
the heavens, right, or the spirituals of God, right?
The ethers.
You get freedom, you get life, you get abundance,
Mm.
right? So when you work for yourself, right, you work for freedom, right, because that's what you have, and you work for abundance, right? And that's why they say good things happen to good people, but they don't know that the only reason that good things happen to those people, because most of the time those people are working in God's law,
I love that.
Shit.
right?
That was so
Yeah.
beautiful.
That's what I learned.
That's beautiful.
That was
That
fire.
was so beautiful. I love that. Yeah, we gotta pause because you guys gotta marinate all of that. That was a lot.
Super important, yeah, super important to understand.
No, that was beautiful and blessed. You know that you're even able to articulate that
Yeah.
is major.
Is that from the book you were talking about earlier?
I would endeavor now. That shout out to Myron Golden. Look that man up. He's
I'ma look him
a
up.
gold.
Shout out to you for putting me on to him.
Oh yeah.
That guy. Is
Shout out to you.
everything.
You put us all on.
Yeah. Myron Golden's a gold.
That's what's up. And not only that, but like, so that's another thing. I'm also into language, and you know, words are very powerful. Obviously, we know this. You just mentioned like working for these big corporations. The word corporation, corp, right? You already know you're working for a dead entity. Period. Point
Period.
blank. Not only that, but like you said, I worked in the hospital field, and I did that for 17 years before now. So literally, I'm almost making a year just being a creative entrepreneur and
dope.
maneuvering. Yes, but there's so much more because I'm a more kind of person.
I love that.
I want more. I deserve more, you know?
100%.
And like you said, I know I'm doing the work of the Most High, you know, just like you guys, us coming in contact together. Everybody that I meet, especially now because I'm walking in my truth.
Right.
And that's what this is all about. Stoic Talks is about really lifting your vibration up so that you can fully live in your highest potential, in your purpose, in your truth, in your gifts, in your talents, you know? But it comes with a lot of work. I don't even like using the word work, but you know, you got to put in the training. You know, it's also like I saw someone, the Wellness Mogul. I don't know if you guys follow him. He's
Wellness
on
Mogul.
Instagram. He's a Dominican brother, super
out to
cool. Shout outs to him. He's into health is wealth also because
that.
you know health is wealth. That's what we're all about. And we are already rich because we have breath and we have the ability. But he was mentioning like so many people talk about the things that they want to do and they talk about the things that they don't like, but they're not willing to wake up earlier and put a change in that. And you guys wake up, 9 o'clock is pretty decent too for your people. But
Yeah, I mean.
No, 9 o'clock. We have to be all done and prepared with the.
Yeah.
With the
oh, you're
segment.
like done?
We wake up earlier than that. So
When you
make-
talk
But
about-
you guys are in the style. You guys are waking up at like 5 in the morning and stuff like that. Y'all reading things. You reading Yahoo?
we have to
and all
read
of
things. We both do it.
Yeah, we get up.
We both do it.
He's the most disciplined. I'm
Okay.
gonna be completely honest. This guy right here is a fucking horse. He's really good at literally everything that comes
Bless
to
Karl. I love him.
to being a disciplined person, and he challenges me to become just that, and I appreciate you for that because I told you yesterday, like, yo, if it's not for you, bro, like,
Yeah, he did.
like I don't need other people's money. Like, I'm so in a situation where I don't need to help anybody.
Sure.
That shit is tiring. You know what I mean?
I bet.
And you deal with all these energies, right? And like
It's
today,
draining.
No, it's super draining, but
It
it's
is.
Even if it's positive, it's draining because you're sharing so much of
it's
your
every
life,
day.
you know?
It's every day. You know what I mean? And I tell you all the time, like
Yeah,
for the fact that I gotta get up in the morning to help other people, bro, it's just like it's frustrating, you know? Because I feel like I'm at a job. I feel like I'm and then you made it light and you like, yo, it's only 2 hours, bro. You know, we only work for 2 hours. And it's just like, bro, with those 2 hours, bro, I don't want to work, bro. You know, so that's why I say like I need you for things like that because I know that as much as I say like, yo, I don't like to fail, I know how easy it is for me to push shit away because I feel like I'm good. You know, like life is good for me. You know, and no matter how hard I work to get here, I need people like you to remind me that like you still have to be a hard worker.
No, and within your purpose, there's more for you to do. You're meant to share information. You're meant to teach, to share. So you're more than just this financial literacy mentor. You also mentor in other aspects because you're also mentoring people in their life to take a chance on
You
their
become
life.
a life coach for sure.
You are definitely a life. That's definitely
You're a
where
life
I'm
coach.
at. That you'll come through. I would life coach y'all, but that's the part. That's the part that I understand. You could get tired a little bit, this and that, because some people How do you deal with those people that don't have that drive or enough of it?
You want to answer that?
Of course.
I mean, you guys do encounter motherfuckers that they don't have the drive, right?
So I say I can answer that because I used to be that individual, right? I used to be the individual that never wanted to do anything, right? I came from a country saying that, hey, it's either you're a nurse or you're a mailman or you're considered a failure, right? That's a fact right there. So I said
Filipino
I'm not gonna be
play.
one of those. I'm not gonna be one of those.
I love that.
I never stepped foot in a college, right? There was at one point my mom was like, "Listen, you're not my son." Cause why? Cause you don't have a diploma. You didn't bring a diploma home. But at the age of 18, I got my first job and literally paying half of her bills. And now she's mortgage free in her house. And I had to tell her that in her face, saying, "Listen, it's either the diploma or dad gonna get paid, and our life is gonna be easier." And I came to America without a single word of English. I had to learn that on my own.
No excuses, people. There are no excuses here.
No, I'm gonna tell you last thing. I'm gonna tell you why.
Wait, so how? Like, all right, you're 26 now.
Yeah.
That's heavy.
When did you invest? When did you start investing? At what age?
26, 25.
25.
Oh, so you. All
25.
right, all right,
Brand new.
all right. I got.
But hang on, I started investing also at age 22 with the AMC and all that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You
I
got
was only
in.
doing shares. This is
Yeah.
option.
You got in. You got in.
All right. Okay. So
Right.
like, you want to do a little quick breakdown? Like,
Yeah, we could. But let me just say one thing real
go
quick.
ahead, tell me.
Carl was like 200 pounds.
Also,
He was like,
what? So
He
this
was-
is a whole game changer,
yo,
yo.
this
It's your
guy
whole
right here,
life.
this guy right here was,
Well, you got them doing push-ups.
nah.
Yo, you go do push-ups, get affirmations,
This
get
dude,
prayed for,
this dude
prayers
did it by
with.
himself though. You know,
Oh, because your whole
He-
life started this.
he started to
changing.
change.
Yeah.
He started to change.
Or I
and
like to say, started growing. You
Yes.
blossoming.
He
That's
developed.
blossoming. You develop.
he developed and he had discipline, and that's how he became. That's how things started to change.
Discipline is one of the favorite
Right.
words here on the show.
It's
We
double
always
D,
talk about
right?
discipline.
Double D.
So,
The double
so my
D.
man right here was over 200 pounds and changed his life, right?
So when did you lose all this weight?
I
You
lost
looking
all
nice
this
and
weight at
toned, by
COVID.
the way,
At
respectfully.
COVID. Oh, right now I've been actually living life. I've been enjoying it. This is nothing. This
Oh,
this
okay.
is my worst
So
shape.
you
This is
you
worst
like,
shape.
You oh,
Yeah.
okay. So you more buff, more tight.
I'll show a picture later.
All right.
But I got
Yo.
proof. We got receipts.
Yeah, we got receipts. Yeah.
That's what I'm
So
talking about. Because I'm into health, all around health, the mind, the body. Like
Yeah.
it takes a lot. Not only that, before we jump in, would you say becoming more physically healthy because your mind was becoming
Oh,
healthier?
for sure.
I was gonna come and say, but I
Go ahead now. You
go,
got
let's
you
go,
want
let's
to do
go.
that. You tell me. You tell me.
I was
sorry,
listening to a
go tell me.
podcast. I was listening to a podcast, right? And this individual was like, he was talking about how powerful. This is an hour podcast, and I just listened to this little 5-minute clip over
That's
and
the
over and
part.
over and
People
over.
don't need a lot.
This is what this individual
Less
said.
is more for me. Less is more.
Right.
It's being impactful.
Mind you, I was overweight. I was like, oh, I'm like, I have my soda, I have my potato. I'm watching this podcast. I'm like, I'm gonna take action. I'm not doing nothing. Right? And this gentleman was like, your health is the most important thing. It's like that Super Mario when you have a star, that that's your superstar, that health. He was like, how do I know that? It's because there was at one point his mom had cancer. She only had 2 years to live. They got her healthy. She lives 10 years more, and everything just clicked for him. So I was like, yo, I put down the food. Like, listen, put this aside. Let's redo that again.
Yeah.
And after I redo the video, he said this fire quote. He's like, feeling is very, very important, right? What you eat determines how you feel. How you feel determines how you think. How you think determines how you speak. How you speak determines your action. Your action determines the outcome. And that's why if you start doing bad things, things that are negative, you feed bad things, you start to become negative, and everything you do comes from a negative. That's why you come home from work or from anywhere, you start arguing for no reason, you start doing bad things, your result become
The
bad.
food in the tap water's fucking y'all up. Yo. Y'all
Everything
need to
become-
y'all need to
right?
do better. And if you know better, you do better. With put it putting you on. Continue, sir.
And this is one of the most important part. Diet is not just food.
No,
Diet is what you
it's
consume, your conversation, things that you listen to, things that your conversation, individual that it's either you're growing with, or it's either they're pushing you all the way back to where you're supposed to be.
not only that, even the word diet, which if you see and you break it up is D-I-E, die, and
There
it
you
like
go.
it's a lifestyle change. That's what people like. It's a better reference because when you say lifestyle change, you're now putting in that power and then you're putting in the action. It's
Right.
the lifestyle that you're changing. What is it that you want for yourself in that moment? But What were we saying? My bad. What were we saying real quick about the
About how important health is. Health
about
is wealth.
how okay, so also what comes with like people that are taking on more physically, we need to be able to take on all that energy, that weight, because energy, you can weigh energy, quantum physics and all this shit, like you can weigh energy. So every time
love that.
you're speaking to people and you're giving these master classes, you physically have to be able to take on these things.
Correct.
Because if you're not, even if you have all the smarts in the world, even if you got the plan and you put somebody else to game, it doesn't matter because if your health starts to deteriorate, you're done. That's why I always say when I pray, when I give praises, I always thank the Most High for my health because I always say with health you're able to. So even if anything happens, including even being down some $100 and whatnot, right? Because that stuff it puts a stress on you. So also that's why I'm into like, I'm not saying I'm like the fittest motherfucker, but I could run.
Yeah.
You feel me?
like
I could run some blocks. You feel me? I could jump. I run circles around a lot of bitches out here. And I'm talking about just in the morning. I'm already up at 5:30 the latest. You feel me? Making lunch, doing this, running around, praying, maybe opening a book, even if it's not the whole book, opening up a page to serve my mind, right?
Start it off.
Yeah, to serve. So again, the point in all of that is physically you have to be agile because you're gonna take on a lot of hits.
Yeah.
Because all right, and the other part when you were talking about like kind of going through the darkness, like so many people talk about being in the light, but it's like I said, you also gotta go through the dark. Like the dark and the light, they exist together. Yes, you make choices, but the seeds they start out in the soil, which is in the dark.
I love that.
That's when you start becoming this conscious plant, you know, this and you start to rise above. Yes, given with the right nurturing of water and sun. That's what you did when you started reading those books, when you started talking with Tone. You know, you started feeding yourself this. Not only that, then you lost mad weight.
Yeah.
Making bank, paying for your mom's shit. Then you gotta let her know to tone it down real quick, cause moms be acting, we ain't getting a little
Hold up,
crazy
Mom.
sometimes, cause you know they're not accustomed to that.
They not.
You know, so it's like a blessing to see her son do that, but also because all she knows is like college. Like it's like a shock to the system, especially coming from a Filipino background,
Right.
you know, coming from a Latino background, coming from a black background. Like that's a shock for them because it's like we work so hard as a people to get our rights to be in college and shit. To see so many of us now like booming and doing other things from books and master classes. Yo,
I graduated college with a 4-year degree,
okay.
and that 4-year degree is literally like a souvenir in the crib. So I'll be completely honest with you. It's worthless, holds no value. I did it for my mom, so I could understand.
But we
why
can't
your
say
mom
that for
went.
everybody.
Well, no.
Because I'm with you on that.
I'm just
I mean,
for me.
for you, but nah, because you know, I want to say, remember, everybody's it's about the mind, right? So that wasn't. You was already gonna be doing your own entrepreneur stuff and teaching. You know,
I mean, that wasn't what I.
it wasn't your plans, but it was the
wasn't in my
plans of the
plans.
universe for
That's
you.
and that's what I'm saying. But everybody has to go through a certain point in their life where they say, "All right, fuck it," right? And that's what I say when I do my mentorship. I tell people, there's a fuck it attitude and there's a fuck it button where you have to say like, "Yo, I'm gonna go all in, fuck it."
Right.
Right. And I know for me, it's simply you turn into what you tune into.
I love that.
Right. And I know when I said, all right, I'm done with the scamming. I'm done with the watching basketball. I'm done with the playing all these games that I was playing. And I said, I'm cutting certain friends off. The second that I decided to tune into Rich Dad Poor Dad, Think and Grow Rich, Outwitting the Devil, and all of these other books, and watching E.T. Hip Hop Preacher, and watching Nehemiah Davis, and watching Tony Robbins, it clicked and it said, all right, bet, how do you run a play? And I always been somebody that had clout. I was always somebody that people just they
Naturally
they
gravitate.
naturally gravitated to me, and I was like, all right, I'm going to use this to my advantage, and I'm going to figure it out, and I'm going to run a play. I went and the same way that I went to school for 4 years, I said, all right, I'm going to learn options, and I went away for about 2 months, and I died down, and then I came back. Boom, 2 months later, and I'm like, all right, look, I'm selling a program. Look, this is my portfolio. Look, here's my P&L. Look, this is what this is what I've done, right? And then people started purchasing, and then when you don't know about sales, you start to sell low ticket items, right? Low ticket items is discounted prices because you think that no one's gonna buy. And then that's kind of how I started. I was selling my lids for $25. I go to Las Vegas, and the lady's like, "Yo, bro, you're bugging. You're gonna be rich. Like, why are you selling something for $25?" I said, "You know what, lady? You're right." I go back to my hotel, and I started charging $450. And then people start buying that shit. Then I said, "All right, I'm gonna charge $500." And then people start buying it. I'm like, "All right, I'm charging $600." And then I'm like, "All right, I'll charge $1,000." And then I said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna charge $10,000." And niggas started,
people still pay.
Clap it up for you. Yes.
So it
Finish that thought.
all comes to that fuck it button where you say, yo, listen, this is what I'm going to do, and this is how I'm going to do it, and you're going to learn along the way. You don't need to know how to be a salesman, but if you don't learn how to be a salesman, then you're never going to make the sales that you want so that you can increase your revenue, right?
That's the part.
And if you work at like me, I worked at Enterprise. Every single morning we had to beat last year's numbers, right? Why did we beat last year's number? It's because it looks good for this year and you make more revenue. So if you make more revenue, then increase your percentage of pay. Now you take that to your business and you say, all right, how do you beat yesterday's numbers so that you can continue day over day beating your numbers? And when you beat your numbers, you increase your revenue and then boom, you make more money, right? So that's simply what I did.
Out there because that, but
Right, and that's kind of like I had a mentorship. I closed on a deal for $5,000. Right, I wasn't intended on closing a deal. It was something that we spoke about. And I kind of saying, yo, I don't think this person's gonna even, gonna do this. But I constantly kind of like did the reminder call. Yo, what's going on, bro? We doing this. Yo, what's going on, bro? We doing this. And boom.
So you have drive.
You need drive.
He
He has a lot of drive.
He has a lot of drive.
He's the individual that I know that has a lot of drive.
You need it. Yeah,
right?
you need it.
When his mindset is focused,
Yeah, he can't lose, he said.
Right? In order for you, like, one thing I love about him is that when his mind is set, because it's called mindset, when your mind is set to something, there is no holding him back. Nothing can hold him back. And I realized that about him.
Including never quitting. Like, if you never have that, because that, I never think about that. I just think, like, well, all right, what's the next step? What's the next move? What else I got to do? What we doing? I'm always on go. That's what I say. Everything's go. That's it. If I got to swerve, it's all, I'm still going.
That's it.
We're not hitting anybody. But some people going to take it out. You feel me?
Put on the gas.
Yeah, you have to be that way, though.
All right. Planet Profits, you already know this is where you can find these two gentlemen and the other mentors and the other wonderful group of people that are actually
shout out Tenno, shout out Banks, shout out Jonah, shout out Alex, shout out Karl, shout out Victoria.
All right, we love you guys.
Yeah, we love you all.
Wonderful.
Very diversified too.
Yeah.
So beautiful.
Yeah, beautiful people.
And that's what we need. We need more representation. And I'm just so happy that you guys are actually also you're giving back to the community.
Of course.
You're lifting up the community.
Of course.
And you guys are also, you're doing it for yourself. It's something that is just within you. It's innate. So shout out to you guys.
Shout out to you for having us.
Thank you. Shout out to me. I got some free game. I gotta see now. Like
I got you. We're gonna run those plays back too.
Yeah, cause like I said, and then I gotta repeat it. But it's all good. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you for being here at Stoic Talks. We'll see you guys next time.
Later.
Happy birthday, Will, too.
Woo! Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to us.
Happy birthday to me.
Was this?
Happy birthday
happy
last
birthday.
week.
Yo, happy birthday to all the Geminis and all the other people. Happy birthday to y'all.
Happy birthday.
We love you. Peace.
That was dope.